Hello and welcome to VLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 13 of Technology Management, and in this session we are going to discuss about financing. Topics to be covered are Development Finance Institutes, Venture Capital, Technology Upgradation, Promotional Activities, Capital Markets, Working Capital, Financial Evaluation and Criteria for Evaluating R&D projects, that is research and development projects. So first of all, Development Finance Institutes. Industrial projects cannot be financed entirely through the resources of the promoters. We have promoters for this financing these industrial projects, but we need something more. प्रोमोटर्स के हेल्प पे या फिर सिर्फ उन्हीं के द्वारा दिए गए आपका वो जो फाइनेंस है उसके बिहाफ पे हम इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट्स कंप्लीट नहीं कर सकते. सो फॉर दैट वी नीड अदर ऑल्सो. सो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्पस जो आपकी डेवलपमेंट फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशंस होते हैं वो आपकी नीड को समझते हैं और उसके लिए स्पेशल स्कीम्स निकालते हैं. उन स्कीम्स का बेसिक पर्पस होता है आपके इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट्स को फाइनेंस करना. एंड एट द सेम टाइम टू बी एबल टू सक्सेसफुल लॉन्च हिज प्रोडक्ट्स द एंटरप्रेन्योर और द मैनेजर मस्ट बी अवेयर ऑफ वेरियस स्कीम्स अंडर विच फाइनेंस कुड बी अवेल्ड ऑफ. बिकॉज अगर उसको सारी स्कीम्स के बारे में क्लियरली पता होगा तो वो उसमें से कोई भी एक सिलेक्ट कर सकता है एंड फाइनली सिलेक्टेड फाइनेंस को यूज करके वो अपने प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च कर सकता है. नाउ the institutions which are the main player in this particular technology finance area are IFCI, that is Industrial Finance Corporation of India, ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India, RCTC, Risk Capital and Technology Finance Corporation, TDICI, Technology Development and Investment Company of India Limited, and certain small industries Development Bank of इंडिया. सो बेसिकली दीज आर सम नेम्स जो कि आपके ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूशंस के नाम हैं जो कि आपको फाइनेंस प्रोवाइड करते हैं फॉर योर टेक्नोलॉजी रिलेटेड वर्क. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज वेंचर कैपिटल. Projects based on untried and relatively new technologies carry high risk because ultimately ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट जो आपने फर्स्ट टाइम यूज कर रहे हैं जिसके अंदर न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व किया है उसके अंदर बहुत सारे रिस्क होते हैं. लाइक ये पता नहीं सक्सेसफुल होगा या नहीं होगा और अगर कितनी ज़्यादा पॉसिबिलिटी है इस टेक्नोलॉजी के अनसक्सेसफुल होने की या फिर सक्सेसफुल होने की. तो दीज आर सर्टेन रिस्क विद द न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी. सो For that we need to fund development कम commercial projects because ये ऐसा फॉर्म प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं जिसके अंदर हम कुछ ना कुछ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी इम्पार्ट करते हैं. सो अल्टीमेटली मुझे कुछ ऐसी एजेंसीज चाहिए जो मुझे वेंचर कैपिटल प्रोवाइड करे जिससे कि मैं जो ये न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी है उनसे रिलेटेड वर्क कर सकूँ और न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी को डेवलप कर सकूँ. सो फॉर दैट पर्पज वी नीड वेंचर कैपिटल फ्रॉम सम वेरियस एजेंसीज like agencies for providing finance for technology development. So in the list, the first, like in the budget of 1986 to 87, Government of India decided to just impose 5% of levy on all the technology import payment, and for that to create a fund to be operated by Industrial Development Bank of India, that is IDBI, which is known as Virtual Capital Fund. And then agencies providing the assistance for such projects at present are Venture Capital Fund of the same IDBI, the Risk Capital and Technology Finance Corporation. So these are some agencies who provide the venture capital or finance for your technology development. Next, SBI Bank Capital Markets, the State Bank of India, merchant banking subsidiary, is setting up a venture capital fund also. And then we have Grindley Banks जिन्होंने लॉन्च किया है इंडिया इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड के लिए सो दैट कि मनी रेज हो सके अब्रॉड से भी फ्रॉम नॉन रेजिडेंट इंडिया, दैट इज NRIs. एंड कैनरा बैंक्स हैज आल्सो सेट अप अ वेंचर कैपिटल. एंड देन योर क्रेडिट कैपिटल फाइनेंस कॉर्पोरेशन विच इज अ प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिसने कि लॉन्च किया है वेंचर कैपिटल फंड. सो दीज आर सर्टेन इंस्टीट्यूट्स जो कि आपके वेंचर कैपिटल प्रोवाइड करने के लिए अलग अलग स्कीम्स जो हैं वो प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट, Schemes of Technology Finance and Development of RCTC, that is Risk Capital and Technology Finance Corporation Limited. बेसिकली इट इज एन पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी जिसको इनकॉर्पोरेट किया गया था 12 जनवरी 1988 और जो आई थी आपकी RCF के बाद, दैट इज रिस्क कैपिटल फाउंडेशन, जो 1975 के अंदर स्पॉन्सर किया गया था IFCI को. IFCI ने RCF 1975 में किया था, एंड आफ्टर दैट इन 12 जनवरी 1988 वी हैव RCTC. The RCTC has been depending on funds which are supported being provided by IFCI only, and RCTC has so far given assistance in individual products only up to rupees 2 crores in view of its limited resources. So up to 2 crores तक का ही हमें resources provide कर सकते हैं. Loans are of two type. One is conventional and another one is conditional. So according to the interest of yours, you can avail any of the loans. Like interest on loan can cause a heavy burden on a flooding enterprises, and for reducing that we give a conditional loan also. But conditional loan are interest of free loans which are to be serviced by profit sharing when the company earns profit. The VCF, that is a venture capital fund of IDBI, is designed to promote adoption of domestic technology and encourage the adoption of the imported technology at the same time. This particular fund covers the setting up of pilot and demonstration plants, development of products and processes जो कि सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं आपके इंपोर्ट्स या फिर किसी लीड करते हैं क्वालिटी अपग्रेडेशन के लिए, मटेरियल कंजम्पशन को रिड्यूस करना, एनर्जी सेव करना. सो ये सब कुछ बेनिफिट्स हैं जो VCF, दैट इज वर्चुअल कैपिटल फंड, आपको प्रोवाइड करता है. देन वी हैव वेंचर कैपिटल स्कीम ऑफ TDICI. सो आफ्टर IFCI वी हैव ICICI, which is the one of the first institutions in country to initiate venture capital operations. जो ये पर्टिकुलर आपकी स्कीम है, दैट इज वेंचर कैपिटल स्कीम TDICI 1986 में आया था और ट्रांसफर किया गया था बाय ICICI टू अ कंपनी विच इज क्रिएटेड नोन एज TDICI, दैट इज टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट कंपनी ऑफ इंडिया. सो जो वेंचर कैपिटल स्कीम ICICI ने स्टार्ट किया था उसे अब आपकी TDICI जो है वो आगे फॉरवर्ड कर रही है. लाइक वो जो ये आपकी कंपनी है इंडिया की, वो बेंगलुरु के अंदर है. नाउ एक्टिविटीज एलिजिबल, देयर आर सर्टेन एक्टिविटीज इंक्लूडेड इन वेंचर कैपिटल स्कीम. सो TDICI assistance is available to projects undertaking the following activities. In the activities list we first have commercial R&D which involves development of new technology. Then another activity is just to implement of develop technology on a commercial scale. Then जो भी आपकी इनोवेटिव टेक्नोलॉजी है उसे इंपोर्ट करना या ट्रांसफर करना किसी भी एक्सटर्नल सोर्स से. सो उसके अकॉर्डिंग जितनी भी ये वर्क होता है वो भी TDICI वर्क करता है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव PACT. PACT stands for Program for Advancement of Commercial Technology, and this is again a scheme of ICICI. And this particular is related to technology development only, and it is expected that the joint venture which result not only in the development of new technology but it also provide Indian partners an opportunity to just acquire research and development management scheme, because there is a venture of Indo-US joint venture जो आपका रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के एरिया में हुआ है. सो उसका एक रिजल्ट है आपका ये PACT. PACT is a co-finance pre-production R&D cost of innovative products and processes. So there is a certain list of criteria for a particular project when a project is eligible for PACT. So a project should first of all involve the development through research and development efforts which is of an innovative products and processes, and at the same time it promises the tangible benefit to Indian economy also. And secondly, be proposed by an Indian company and US company as a team, and जो भी इस टीम का मेंबर था उसका एक स्पेसिफिक रोल था उस पर्टिकुलर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम के अंदर. एंड जो आपकी प्रोजेक्ट होता है उसके अंदर पोटेंशियल होना चाहिए किसी भी कमर्शलाइजेशन को वर्क करने के लिए 3 years में. Involves a project cost typically not exceeding $1 million, and at the same time PEC contribution up to $500,000. So this is the list If a project contains all these features, then it is eligible for PACT support. Next we have risk finance by National Research Development Corporation, that is NRDC. So NRDC जो है वो न्यू दिल्ली के अंदर एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंटरप्राइजेज है जो आपकी DSIR के अंदर है, लाइक इन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंटिफिक एंड इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च। और इसका मेनली जो ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है वो जस्ट कमर्शियलाइज करना, आपकी रिसर्च जो आपने रिसर्च की है उसको एक नेशनल लेबोरेटरीज के अंदर लेके आना। So NRDC's participation in equity capital is limited, and this particular NRDC know-how having total capital investment of the order of rupees 50 lakhs or more and restricted to the first commercial plan which is based on technology given by NRDC. Next is fund support by Biotech Consortium India Limited, that is BCIL. This will catalyze preparation of reports on technology being developed by academics and the research institutions, and at the same time by the entrepreneurs and the industries with a view of minimum risks. Then there are some assistance also which is available for financing for that fixed assets and operation. At the same time there is a minimum promoters also which contributes to 10% of the venture, and the total overall cost is rupees 1 lakh and 30% for the those who are above. Next topic is technology upgradation. No enterprise can remain competitive if it does not upgrade its technology from time to time, because अगर किसी भी enterprise में आप कोई भी technology बहुत time से use कर रहे हैं और अभी भी उसे upgrade नहीं करते हैं तो आप exist नहीं कर सकते market में। So अगर मुझे इस competitive world में exist करना है, grow करना है, so there is a need of upgradation of technology also. And this particular thing can be achieved by in-house research and development, which is just an induction of a new technology, and capital equipment from abroad or from other sources, and with a view to just induct the latest technology in selected capital goods manufacture and meeting the need for some research and development facilities, and at the same time our main aim to reduce the cost. And the special programs of technology upgradation has been launched by financial institutions also. So these are something which is related to your technology upgradation, because ultimately if we want to grow in a competitive world, then there is a need of upgradation of technology. One of the institutions, that is IDBI, provides direct loans to industrial unit to enable them to just utilize the import license under TDFC scheme, that is Technical Development Fund scheme, which is of the Government of India. And generally the limit for the assistance under this scheme is rupees 125 lakhs. That is up to per undertaking and per year. Now, next comes the promotional activities. There are many new entrepreneurships, particularly those who are related to technical academic backgrounds, and now they are moving towards an industrial environment. So these are some new entrepreneurs. So the procedure and the channels of operations are totally unfamiliar, because एक background जहाँ पे आपका technical academics related है और अब totally आपको shift करना है एक industrial environment में जो कि आपके लिए totally unfamiliar है. So for that we have certain organizations which work like a consultancy. So for this we first have Technical Consultancies Organization, and we have a certain list of their prime objectives. So the primary objectives of this particular TCO, that is Technical Consultancy Organizations, are, first of all, first objective is just to provide under one roof of the total package, because ultimately एक ही जगह जाना है but वहाँ एक जगह पे मुझे सारी चीज़ मिल जाए, मीन्स मुझे ये पता चल जाए कि how to prepare the feasibility reports, how to prepare the project reports, and at the same time how to carry out the market survey, because these all are different tasks, but the TCO provides you all the tasks in only one roof, under one roof. Second main objective is just to providing the guidance to the entrepreneurs on project development, implementation and the operations, and along with this provide some technical guidance also जो कि आपके existing industrial units हैं उनसे, and finally आपकी को जो भी schemes वगैरह हैं, जो भी modernization है, उन सब के बारे में आपको बताना. Next in the list of objectives are providing marketing, financing and technical advice also, because तीनों ही बहुत important areas हैं अगर आप अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को इंडस्ट्री में लॉन्च कर रहे हैं. सो लाइक योर फाइनेंशियल रिलेटिंग issues, marketing related and technical related. Next we have the identification of potential entrepreneurship and undertaking of activities which are related to your development of entrepreneur, which includes some training and providing some technical training also. So these are certain objectives of TCO. Next is entrepreneurship development programs on SNT, that is science and technology. So there are many programs which are sponsored by this National Science and Institute Entrepreneurship Development Board, and this particularly is funded by the Development of Science and Technology of Government of India, and partially by some other institutes like ICICI, IDBI. So these are some institutes which just funded this particular area. Then there are certain we have also institutions which supports about 300 SNT EDPs, that is entrepreneurship development programs, and where about 6,000 SNT entrepreneurs has been trained under this particular program. So we have STEPs, that is Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Parks, and this particular park provides us an interface between your science and technology institutes of excellence and industry, and at the same time ये जो provide करते हैं आपको कि आप कैसे apply करें अपने research को and finally उसे कैसे translate करेंगे आप product के अंदर. The step like science and technology entrepreneurship parks, this particular is used in promotions of industrial ventures also, and by your scientists, by your technologists, etc. Promotions and support to consultancy services. So your DSIR, that is Development of Science and Technology Industrial Research of Government of India, उसने एक सेटअप किया है कंसल्टेंसी जिसका नाम है SDC सेंटर, दैट इज कंसल्टेंसी डेवलपमेंट सेंटर, जिसका मेन एम जो है वो सपोर्ट करना है या फिर कॉपरेशन देना है आपको वेरियस कंसल्टेंसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को एंड एसोसिएशंस को, सो दैट वो आगे किसी को भी कंसल्टेंसी में अगर कुछ प्रोवाइड करनी है इन्फॉर्मेशन तो वो इजीली प्रोवाइड कर सके. सो द बेसिक एम ऑफ दिस CDC इज जस्ट टू encourage and support the technological activities which just include the collection and the dissemination of information or data of consultancy organization. Then is TBI, that is Technology Business Incubator. So we have small business firms also. So small business have maximum difficulty in obtaining the infrastructures services like your telephones, fax, your computers, management consultants, etc. So these particular provides you a large workshop which provides you space, facilities and environment for just starting your business. So TDBI are very important nowadays for small business firms. Next we have the capital market. So in 1980s the equity cult took off, and investors including household savers which are keen to develop directly in the equities of companies, and there are certain many commercial banks also which have also started offering similar services to the small investors. So the small business still do not have access to the stock exchange क्योंकि बहुत मिनिमम वैल्यू लिमिट थी इशू करने के लिए इक्विटी को पब्लिक के लिए. Then is the working capital. The considerable effort is often put in preparing the feasibility reports. So there should be great care which is to be taken in just accessing the technology, your market, your raw material available, and even the quality of the person also. And after that we determine what is the capital cost of the product and its financing, which is also done with the meticulous care because it is very important for us. So the working capital is very important element in success, otherwise of an enterprise also, because working capital एक ऐसी कैपिटल है जिससे आप ये देखते हैं कि मुझे क्या वर्क करना है, मेरे पास कितनी चीजें हैं, हमारी मार्केट के अंदर क्या लगेगा, कितना रॉ मटेरियल परचेज करने में जाएगा. So these all are the part of this working capital. In this we have factoring, like जो आपके small business firms होते हैं उनको लार्ज कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ स्टाफ की जरूरत नहीं होती, बट फैक्टरिंग के अंदर बैंक्स जो है वो टेक ओवर करता है रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जस्ट टू कलेक्ट due on unpaid bills, and the bills usually of the small concern were undertaken by the discounted value also. So this is the process of factoring also, because the bigger clients even use their greater strength to just delay payment or to small suppliers, but smaller cannot. So for that purpose we need factoring. Now, financial evaluation and criteria for evaluating research and development projects. So, there are certain institutions, financial institutions and commercial banks जो कि evaluate करते हैं आपके project के proposal को जो company लेके आती है, and finally ultimately वो decide करेंगे कि whether to finance it, whether to help it economically or not, and at the same time they ensure that they would be able to get their money back or not. So, the institutions and banks generally do not have the adequate built-in technical capabilities, particularly in the context of fast changing take place in technology, because ultimately जो आपकी technology है उसमें बहुत fast pace पे changes आ रहे हैं. So उस इतनी ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजिकल या इतनी ज़्यादा टेक्निकल नॉलेज नहीं होती फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस को, बट हाँ वो पूरा स्टडी करते हैं, आपके प्रोजेक्ट प्रपोजल को इवैल्यूएट करते हैं जिससे कि उन्हें ये पता चल सके कि उन्हें कितना इससे प्रॉफिट होगा. In this, the role of CA is very important because it is just limited to their field of activities also, and they do not allow to cover the technological issues because they don't know. The viability of the product largely depends upon the depth and the care which the project report has been prepared and appraised and implemented also. So this is your financial evaluation and criteria, because ultimately जितने भी आपके research and development प्रोजेक्ट्स है वो हर कोई न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी पे होता है. सो उसको फाइनली इवैल्यूएट करना, और इवैल्यूएट करने के बाद एक ऐसा एरिया बनाना जिसके अंदर उन्हें सारी एक्टिविटीज को हैंडल करना है, बट उन्हें टेक्नोलॉजिकल इश्यूज कवर करना नहीं होता बिकॉज उन्हें उसके बारे में इतनी ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं होती. साइंटिफिक एंड R&D पर्सनल्स जो होते हैं आपकी कंपनी के अंदर वो फुली अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर सकते कमर्शियल एस्पेक्ट्स को, बिकॉज हमारे पास टाइम टारगेट जो होता है वो भी स्लिप्ड आउट हो जाते हैं. सो इन एनी कॉर्पोरेट रिसर्च लैबोरेटरीज विद गुड मैनेजमेंट एंड टैलेंट रिसर्चेस देयर विल बी यूजुअली मोर आइडियाज फॉर प्रोजेक्ट्स देन there will be funds and personal, because ultimately they know the project, they know the researches, all the details of that particular thing, then only they funds you. The objective of R&D projects can be classified as supporting current business, जो current business को support करेगा, या फिर कोई new venture create करना है, या फिर आपको कोई new technology explore करनी है. So these are certain objectives. और फाइनेंशियल इवैल्यूएशन जो होता है वो डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस को यूज करके किया जाता है. लाइक कुछ तो होता है कि आपका करंट बिजनेस एक अप्रोच है आपकी जिसको यूज करते हैं, लाइक they are projected to lifetimes also, and product mix is then projected as a sum of projects. Then we have the new venture approach. In this, the project that results in new venture are charted over expected lifetimes. And then we have research. In research, we can say that these are those projects which are not financially evaluated but chosen for their potential for some impact on technological performance also. So these are three different purposes. For this, we follow different approaches for the financial evaluation. Now do it yourself. First of all, why do you regard the project risky? And secondly, describe the silent features of the agreement under which the finance was available. So you need to cover these questions and do it yourself. Thank you. Happy learning. Be learning.